afternoon, everyone, and welcome. Welcome to the community garden ribbon cutting here at Green Hill Park. Another great project, really, I believe. And Mr. Manager, thank you. Senator Kennedy, thank you for the contribution from the state and the feds with Jim McGovern, so I appreciate that. Kenny Merrill Carlson, thank you, too, for your contribution here. And, of course, Rob and the whole Parks Department for putting this together. This is over a $4 million project with these new beds. The house in the back here, the garden house, and also the wall in the street. So a lot of money, a lot of investment went up here. And it's about quality of life. And this is, the senator can tell you, Kenny Merrill Carlson can tell you, as the feds keep on cutting money, especially when it comes to food insecurity, this is going to be an important project for next year. I know it's going to be a lottery to do this in the spring, but it's going to give people plenty of time to grow fresh vegetables for this neighborhood and for the city. And it's needed. It's going to be needed so much. That's unfortunate. I have to say that. But you look at the Worcester County Food Bank and the millions of dollars they cut, or I shouldn't say they cut, they had to put in to cover the cuts from the federal government to make sure people were still being fed here in the city of Worcester and Worcester County. So projects like this are very important. But I want to thank Rob Antonelli and City Manager and these are a number of ribbon cuttings we've done when it comes to quality of life issues, when it comes to our parks here in the city of Worcester. We keep on investing in our parks. We put in probably millions of dollars into these parks, and we're going to probably over $100 million now since over the last 10 to 14 years. And Brian McCarthy, you must be happy. It's good to see you again. And our Parks Commission, Nick Ciaccheroni. Any bells from the commission back there? I can't see that far. So.
Andy Serrato.
Andy Serrato, and who else?
Aaron Zamar.
Aaron Zamar, thank you. And sorry, I just can't see that far, so I appreciate it. And thank you for all the work that you do to make our parks better. So it's a lot of work, and you're making a difference. So thank you very much. So with that, I'd like to bring up our District 2 City Councilor, Candy Merrill Carlson.
Thank you, Mayor. It's great to be here. I was just saying to Brian McCarthy, the most beautiful park in the city of Worcester, our Green Hill Park here. So well maintained, and honestly, this is a park that does so much for our community, for every aspect, from the kids coming here to families coming here to the different neighborhood groups coming here. And beds like this are a real big deal. I know we have some beds over at Grant Square as well, and those really have been so successful. So thank you to Rob Antonelli and certainly to his all of his staff. They do a great job with all of the parks throughout the city, and really want to say thank you to the manager for his continued commitment to our parks in the city of Worcester. I know back 10 years ago when I first ran, I really ran on parks because I felt as if we needed to do a lot more in the parks. And Mr. Mayor, we've spent well over $100 million in our parks, which is great to see, and you can just see throughout the city the amount of money and resources that have been spent. And really want to say thank you to Brian McCarthy, who has his finger on the pulse of everything that happens here at Green Hill Park, which is truly helpful. I know it's helpful to me, it's helpful to the administration for us to know what is happening. But again, this is truly a great commitment on behalf of the city of Worcester, and certainly to our state partners and to the congressman for all that everybody does working together collaboratively. So thank you. It's another great day for the city of Worcester and our parks. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilor. Next speaker, if you don't work together as a team, you get nothing done. So I want to thank Senator Kennedy and her advocacy for the funding for this project, working with the federal government. Please welcome Senator Robin Kennedy.
Thank you so much, Mayor Petty, and you really hit the nail on the head in what you spoke to, what Councilor Candy Merrill Carlson spoke to, the true nature of this being a partnership. We are so often at ribbon cutting celebrating rebirth of bricks and mortar, whether it's a new housing development, new restaurant, new business, new opportunity in our community. It's so important to pause today and celebrate the ribbon cutting of preservation of green space, the opportunity to bring food back to our community. So I really want to thank the city manager, the city council, Rob Antonelli and your team, and the entire city for investing in this project. It's so important that the funding from the state, as was mentioned in partnership with the federal government, is around land and water preservation programming. That's what this is. This is about preserving green space, about recognizing and honoring the importance of our green space here in our community. We are so fortunate, and I want to echo what's been said, that we do have so much well-preserved, well-maintained, which is incredibly important. Again, shout out to Rob and his team for that, green and blue space here in our city. And it's something that we should value and treasure. And as was mentioned by the mayor earlier, it is so incredibly important that we bring space for people to be able to grow their own foods. Fruits and vegetables, we know how valuable they are, but also helping people understand and have the opportunity to grow their own fruits and vegetables is also incredibly important. And so I just want to echo the thanks and always proud to be able to stand in any way we can as the state to be in partnership with our city leaders here. And so thank you so much. Look forward to cutting this ribbon and seeing what grows here in the future.
Thank you, Senator Kennedy. Our next speaker, City Manager Eric Batista. I want to thank Eric and the City of Worcester and the City Council for contributing to this project also, and all the quality of life issues that we address every day. And it was mentioned that over $100 million invested in the parks over the last 14 years, and all over the city in every neighborhood. And so I just want to thank the Parks Department again. But please welcome up Eric Batista.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. You know, it's interesting because we stand at a site that it used to be a place for farming, and we're bringing it back to its roots. No pun intended, or pun intended. But this is important for our community, for our city, to give a space for people to come and grow produce. Like the senator mentioned, we're not only at a place where our communities, pollination, a bee. Our community is actually at a place where limited funds, impacted by these funds by the current administration. But this also, recently there's been some conversations about the amount of processed foods that we Americans ingest. And this gives us an opportunity to ingest items here and food here that is locally grown, locally available, and that's extremely important. You know, in the 1700s, like I said, in the 1700s, long time ago, this land was for farming. And I want to give a recognition to the Green Family Homestead for the great work and donating this land to the city and providing the space years ago. $4.2 million has been invested from federal dollars, state dollars, and also city dollars to make this happen. Not just this space, but what you see behind us. The greenhouse, the infrastructure around it. And we're at Green Hill Park, probably one of the, if not the most beautiful park in this city. Just the idea that at Green Hill Park, you have a golf course, you have a farm, you have farming, you have memorials, you have tons of green space, playgrounds, baseball fields. I mean, you name it, all in one park. It's unbelievable the amount of resources we're able to provide here in the city. 124 beds?
Yep.
124 beds, where we would then open up a lottery system and give people an opportunity in our community to come and farm here. It's incredible. So I'm just extremely excited for the continuous work that this Department of Parks and Recreation, under the commissioner, is doing in our city. I'm extremely excited by the support of the council in funding this resource and including the state administration. I do want to give a shout out to Congressman McGovern and his continued support and effort in making sure we always secure federal funding for this. But then I also want to give a shout out to the Parks Commission for the work that you do every single day to set policy, to work through situations with the commissioner on making sure that we continue to keep the parks as a priority in this community. Again, I'm just excited for this moment. It's a great opportunity for the city. 124 beds for our community, for our residents. bringing back farming to the roots of Green Hill Park. So congratulations to the team, to everyone here, and again, just extremely excited and pleased to join you here. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Manager. Next up is Commissioner Robbie Antonelli. Rob, I just want to thank you. You don't have a big team with numbers, but they work pretty hard. So all over the city of Worcester and all our parks and take care of them. So I just want to thank you, Rob, and all your workers out there who are going to be in charge of this project also. Robbie Antonelli.
So I'd like to thank the mayor, the city council, our state delegation, our federal delegation, and particularly the manager for their continued support of our public parks. As many have already noted, within the last 14 years, we've done over $100 million worth of work throughout our public parks in every section of the city. Major improvements in the time that I've been here, where we've been able to upgrade our public parks to facilities that are more easily maintained, are better a representation of what we're trying to have available for our residents, and then how we do that. But none of that would be possible without our neighborhood groups and our friends groups. In particular for this project, the Green Hill Park Coalition with Brian McCarthy and the Greater Worcester Land Trust with Colin Novick. Those two, we meet on a quarterly basis. We go over what's happening in Green Hill Park. We look for where we can do better, what we can do better on. And without that partnership and without some of their guidance on that, none of this would happen, right? None of this here, the hard work that the coalition did on our World War I memorial over there, the improvements that we've done with the Vietnam Memorial. So all of those neighborhood groups have really helped us out on our end of it. And without them, we wouldn't be anywhere without that information. Funding-wise, it is the city manager and the council who have continued to look at the good things that we do here and have continued to foster that improvement and look for us to do more and more on that end of it. So very thankful for the commission, 3 members that are here today as well. But in general, it's about community. It's about bringing people here. It's about getting people to use our facilities in an appropriate and safe and functional way throughout the entire 62 park system. And we're happy to open this one up, and we look forward to some new and other projects as we move forward into 2026. So thank you very much.
Okay, so I just want to thank everybody involved with this project and say thank you. This is important for the city of Worcester going forward. I thank our senator and partnership we have with the Senate and also in the federal government, Jim McGovern, and the district council, and definitely the city manager and Rob. So we're going to do our ribbon cutting now.
3, 2, and 1. Hey!